Today we're going to talk about a very popular handgun, a Rock Island. Welcome to the Hideout. We're going to talk about something really cool today, but before we do, please click subscribe, click the ringy dingy, click notifications. Tell me that you like it, tell me if you don't, in a nice way. Let's have a good time, okay? What we're talking about is a Rock Island. Now, not just any Rock Island, these are a little bit more difficult to find. This thing's called the Rock Island Tactical Ultra High Capacity thing. Let me just read it to you because I'm gonna mess it up. Tactical Ultra Full Size High Capacity. So it's got a bunch of crap on it, and here it is. This is a full-size, 5-inch barreled, high-capacity handgun made by Rock Island. Excuse me. Now, by high capacity, I'm saying 14 rounds of 45 ACP, not 7, 8, or 9, and it's not 9mm. 45 ACP. Now, unfortunately, it comes with one magazine. So we got one magazine. Let's lay that aside and let's have a look at the handgun. It is a beast. It is heavy. It goes damn near 3 pounds, just a little bit shy of 3 pounds. It will make a good skull buster. You know, we can knock somebody's teeth completely out of their freaking head with this thing, but let's look at it. Serrations up here in the front and in the back. Sights. We got some little red fiber optics up in the front. We got some white in the back. You see it? And we have some adjustable sights in the back that's kind of laid back. That's pretty nice. Skeletonized hammer. Huge beaver tail. I want you to look at that hammer buries down into that beaver tail. Buries down in there. Nice. Big, huge memory bump right here. Serrations right here. Open, look at the size of this freaking mag well, how open that is. That is cooler than shit. I like that. Reminds me of an STI or some of the other race guns. That thing is so big. This does have an ambidextrous safety on it, which is, you know, not my thing, but it came with it, so there it is. Trigger, skeletonized. Now, one thing that's interesting, I think that makes it a unique look, is not only the size of this pistol grip, but down here where this rail goes. You know, most of the time these things start short and the frame will stop back here. Well, here, just let me hold this up. Look at the front of this 1911 compared to this one. See how this frame comes all the way out to here on this one, and on this one right here it stops short. See how the frame stops back here? This one here comes all the way out to the end. So it gives it kind of a squared look here instead of a rounded look. Nice looking handgun. Very popular. Rock Islands are known to be affordable, but yet at the same time reliable and dependable. Probably one of the most popular handguns sold on the market today is a Rock Island. And it's just simply, you know, the truth is, you know, they can be had inexpensive. This one here supposedly is hand fit, which is unusual for a you know, a handgun in this price range to be hand fit, but they say it's hand fit. They also say the trigger comes in anywhere between 4 and 6 pounds. 2 pounds is a little bit of a gate, you know, a jump there, but I'm gonna pull it back and test this trigger a little bit. Let me get on there. Ready. There we go. 5.8, so it's up at the upper end. Heavy trigger, real heavy. The texture on the pistol grip is nice. It's aggressive, but it's not too aggressive. Now, I did notice one thing on the pistol grip that I'm going to point out, the front of it. Look at the front. This is unique. You would think this strip here would not be that significant because it's right in the middle of the strip. There's nothing here, there's nothing here. But actually it does a really good job, because when you put your hand on that pistol grip, this part of your finger falls right in there. So it falls to where this little piece of your finger here falls right on that pistol grip, and it actually does a very good job of giving you some texture there. You think it would be better out here or out here, but it's not. This falls perfectly into place there. I like that. You know, I think the rail at the bottom, you know, I'm not a rail guy, but I think it does give it a unique look. They could have left the rail off and just hang it out there, but there's so many people that want to shoot with gadgets on them and everything that, you know, they want to make these things so they can sell aftermarket crap, okay? So if I was a gun manufacturer, I would put them on there too, before I could also sell my lights and other stuff. So it's all part of the deal. You know, I may own a light company and talk somebody into putting a rail on their pistol just so I can sell my stuff, and we'll have a partnership. Slide, pretty smooth, pretty smooth. You can feel the disconnector in there, but it is pretty smooth. Trigger, not typical, you know, it's flat, it's curved this way vertically, but horizontally it's flat. It looks good, it just doesn't feel good. So what we've got is a typical Rock Island. In some instances, in other instances, we made it that double stack, and they're calling it the Tactical Ultra Full Size High Capacity, because we get 14 plus 1. Now, I would have liked to have had 2 magazines. They didn't do it, and you can expect a handgun manufacturer that's selling handguns at this price to not give you but one. I think this thing's right at that $700, between 7 and 8, no more than 8, 750, 775, somewhere in there. So, you know, it's a lot of handgun for the price. And it's a good value for the price. And many, many people, I get lots and lots of comments about the Rock Islands and Rock Islands and Rock Islands. I have a friend of mine over in Alabama that I duck hunting with. He asked me one time, why is everybody crazy about Rock Islands? Because the truth of the matter is they're just inexpensive handguns, but they're a great value for what you pay for them. They run, they're dependable, they're solid, they're good. You can monkey with them yourself. You can do a trigger job. You can do some things on them to make them even nicer. But bottom line is this double stack 1911 is almost a 2011, but it's not. It's called a high capacity, full size, whatever it is. You know, if this is similar to like an STI, which might be a $3,000 gun, or a Staccato, which might be a $3,000 gun, it's similar to that, but it's less than $800. So there's why we have really, really, really good following of the Rock Island handguns. The ejection port on it is cut pretty good. It's pretty good size. It does got a little bevel here, so they've tried to do a few things in there. And you guys remember, these things are made in the Philippines. The Philippines they've been making these things for a long time. We got a full-length guide rod on it, way out here. So I mean, it's gonna probably be a pretty nice handgun. I've been trying to get my hands on one of these for several months. It took a while. I finally found one online and had to order it. But I suspect we're gonna go outside and actually go bang, bang, bang. Let's go try. Rock Island, full size, ultra tactical double stack. Now I didn't say that just right, I got it mixed up, but here the deal is. It's a high capacity 45 ACP. Big mag well open. Heavy gun, almost 3 pounds or approaching 3 pounds. Trigger, almost 6 pounds. G10 pistol grips. Slide comes all the way out with a rail on it. You know, they're usually good value handgun. The only thing I'm not particularly happy about, one magazine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot a magazine and then we'll take a break and load the magazine. Let's see what we get. me tell you right now, I really like the way that it shoots. It's heavy. It's not a carry gun. Some of you guys may try to carry it, but you know you're going to have your belt cut so damn tight that you cut the circulation off. Trigger, about what you would expect for a handgun. It's under $1,000, $750 or so. Magazine release is pretty good. It's not extremely tight. You know, I don't like one that you got to get down and bear with, because if you're not careful, you end up moving your pistol like this, doing a magazine release. That's the reason I like an H&K, where I can do it real easy. What we're going to do now is come back in just a minute. I'm going to load this magazine. Okay, after a minute of reloading this, like I said, right off the bat, one magazine. I don't know what an extra one would cost you. I'm not interested, but the double stack magazine, so a regular 1911 magazine is not going to fit. The ambidextrous safeties, they're there. They're sizable enough that you can use. They look to be both the same size on each side. You know, it's about what you would expect for the price of the handgun and the Rock Island reputation. Nothing wrong with a handgun, but remember, it's not a $2,000 handgun. So let's try it again. All right. Opinion time. For the price, everybody should own one. Everybody needs a Rock Island. They're affordable. You know, they're not fancy. They're dependable. Good truck gun. This will make a good truck gun. This will make a good nightstand gun. You know, I got 14 plus 1, 15 rounds chasing your ass down the house. I'm eventually going to catch you if you outrun the first two. I'm going to catch up to you. It is a handful. Beat your ass down with it if I have to. You guys know what I say. One 1911, take out a dozen bad guys. I got 15 rounds here. I ought to be able to get somewhere between 18, 20 bad guys, because I'm going to shoot 15 of them. I'm going to beat the hell out of one of them, and the rest of them's going to be running. So, do I think you should have one? Absolutely, you should have one. So until we get to shoot together, shoot safe and shoot straight.